discussed about the cultivators. Also, I think I told you about the panchayats and headmen. Have I told you about panchayats and headmen? Hello? Now, can you write about the functions and sources of income of the panchayats and the headmen? This is very, very important. Very, very important, I tell you. Now you see, now next part, this is also very important side. इस चैप्टर का ये सब आप लोग जरूर याद रखिएगा, इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है ये सब. नाउ another interesting aspect of the village, another interesting aspect of the village during the Mughal period was the relationship of exchange between different producers. Another very important aspect of the village during this period was the relationship of exchange between different producers. Besides, actually the farmers were the producers, no doubt. The peasants were the producers. But besides the peasants, the artisans and craftsmen were also there, who were the producers of different goods and services. Please write down. Besides the farmers, artisans and craftsmen were also there. And these artisans and craftsmen were the producers of goods and services. Goods and services. Please write down. About 25% of the total population of the villages. About 25% of total population of the villages were the artisans and craftsmen. About 25% of the total population of the villages were the artisans and craftsmen. Please write down. So, who were these artisans and craftsmen? Potters, blacksmiths, carpenters. Potters, blacksmiths, carpenters, barbers, goldsmiths, etc. were the artisans of the villages during this period. Potters, blacksmiths, carpenters, barbers, goldsmiths, etc. were the artisans of the villages during this period. These people provided specialized services to the villagers. These people provided specialized services to the villagers. In return, they were compensated by the villagers in different ways. सुनिए जी, who were the artisans? Potters, blacksmiths, carpenters, barbers, goldsmiths, etc. were the artisans. These people provided specialized services to the villagers. These people provided specialized services to the villagers. In return, they were compensated by villagers in different ways or by a variety of means. In return, these artisans were compensated by villagers by a variety of means, by a variety of means। मतलब ये जो आर्टिसंस गांव के लोगों को सर्विस देते थे, तो गांव के लोग इनको कंपेंसेट करते थे इन ए वैरायटी ऑफ मीन्स, बाय ए वैरायटी ऑफ मीन्स। अलग अलग तरीके से इन सब आर्टिसंस को गांव वाले किसान लोग कंपेंसेट करते थे। कैसे कैसे करते थे? हेलो, आप लोग सुन रहे हैं जी? बड़े ध्यान से सुनिएगा, ये चैप्टर थोड़ा ध्यान से सुनिएगा। आर्टिसंस वेयर द पॉटर्स, blacksmiths, carpenters, barbers, goldsmiths and others. Actually, these people provided services to the villagers, special services. They provided specialized services because potters were responsible for making potteries. By supplying potteries, they served the villagers. Blacksmith made iron tools. Carpenters made tools of wood. Barbers were responsible for saving the people. Goldsmiths for making jewelries. So they provided services to the villagers. And the villagers actually compensated them by a variety of means. The most common way of compensating was by giving them a share of the harvest. Actually, how did the villagers actually compensate them? How did the villagers compensate them? Please write down. The most common way of compensating, the most common way of compensating, the most common way of compensating the artisans was giving a share of the harvest. Giving them a share of the harvest. The most common way of compensating the artisans was giving a share of the harvest. That means, how did the villagers compensate these artisans? The most common way, that after the harvest, the villagers used to give them a part of their harvest to these artisans. Used to give them a part of the harvest. कैसे? मैं आपको ये भी बता दूं, क्योंकि यह हम देखे हुए हैं। हमारे गांव में अभी भी, आज भी नाई लोग होते थे, बर्बर्स लोग होते हैं, बर्बर्स लोग हैं। तो बर्बर्स लोग हमारे गांव में बहुत हैं। ये लोग सबके दाढ़ी बनाते हैं, बाल बनाते हैं। हमारे गांव में आज भी देखते हैं ये लोग क्या करते हैं, घर घर जाकर साल भर इन लोग गांव के लोगों का दाढ़ी बनाते हैं और बाल बनाते हैं। ये लोग का घर घर में डेट दिया हुआ रहता है कि हम आपके घर इस दिन आएंगे, उस दिन आएंगे। उस दिन वो सिक पहुंच जाते हैं। जब वो किसान का अनाज हार्वेस्ट हो जाता है, जब वो अपना अनाज को घर लाते हैं, उस समय ये नाई लोग उनके घर पहुंचते हैं और तब किसान क्या करते हैं, पर हेड बाल बनाने के लिए, दाढ़ी बनाने के लिए उसको अपना अनाज का एक पार्ट देते हैं। जैसे मान लीजिए 40 किलो राइस पर हेड। तो मेरे घर में मान लीजिए 5 आदमी हैं, तो साल भर दाढ़ी बनाना, बाल बनाने के लिए हम उस नाई को 200 किलो पेड्डी दिए, 200 किलो धान दिए। मतलब ये एक, मैंने ज्यादा बोला, 40 किलो नहीं है, एक्चुअली 10 किलो करके देता है। तो 10 शेर जो एक यूनिट ऑफ मेजरमेंट है, शेर, तो 10 शेर धान देता है। तो 5 आदमी है, तो एक फैमिली से उसको 50 शेर धान मिला। तो ऐसे वो 20 फैमिली को ये करते हैं, तो उसको उसी तरीके से धान मिल जाता है। एक शेयर ऑफ हार्वेस्ट, दिस इज द मोस्ट कॉमन शेयर, दिस इज द मोस्ट कॉमन वे ऑफ compensating the artisans by the villagers every year। ये समझ में आया? हेलो, ये समझ में आया? हाँ जी, मतलब ये सबसे कॉमन है, सबसे कॉमन है, आज भी है। हम गांव में देखते हैं, गांव के नाई लोग को पूछते हैं कहां जा रहे, बोला रहे वो धान आदाई करने जा रहे हैं। मतलब साल भर जो दाढ़ी उड़ी बनाए हैं, अभी लोगों का धान हो गया, उसको हम कलेक्ट करने जा रहे हैं, जो मुझे मिलेगा वो हम लेने जा रहे हैं। सेकेंड वे, ये पहला बोल है। एक्चुअली second way of compensation to the artisans, that is either diet meal or daily allowance. Actually another way of compensating the artisans by the villagers, that is payment of daily allowance or diet money. The villagers come in negotiation with, or the villagers enter in a negotiation with the artisans. The villagers enter into a negotiation with the artisans and craftsmen and pay a small allowance, a small daily allowance or diet money to them for their services and goods. For their services and goods. दूसरा रास्ता है कि गांव वाले आर्टिसंस के साथ नेगोशिएट करते हैं कि भाई आप ये काम करोगे, ये इसका सामान दोगे तो हम आपको इतना अलाउंस देंगे, एक स्मॉल डेली अलाउंस देंगे या डाइट मनी देंगे। एंड दिस इज नोन एज जजमानी सिस्टम। दिस इज नोन एज जजमानी सिस्टम, JAJMANI, जजमानी सिस्टम, SYSTEM, Jajmani system. So what do we mean by Jajmani system? Please write down. The Jajmani system refers to the negotiation between the villagers and the village artisans. The villagers and the village artisans. Negotiation between the villagers and the village artisans. Full stop. The village artisans provide their services to the villagers in exchange of a small daily allowance or diet money. The village artisans provide their services to the villagers in return of a small daily allowance or diet money. मतलब विलेजर्स उनको आर्टिसंस को क्या देते हैं? डाइट मनी देते हैं, नहीं तो स्मॉल डेली अलाउंस देते हैं। पहले ही वो लोग नेगोशिएट कर लेते हैं कितना भाई देंगे, और उसके बदले में वो लोग काम करते थे। दिस जजमानी सिस्टम अंडरलाइन कर लीजिएगा प्लीज, जजमानी सिस्टम को अंडरलाइन कर लीजिएगा। एक्चुअली वी रेड अबाउट द पंचायत, जाति पंचायत, वी रेड अबाउट द हेडमैन। व्हाट यू फाइंड? द पंचायत वॉज वेरी पावरफुल एसोसिएशन, इवन कास्ट पंचायत वॉज ऑल्सो देयर, एंड हेडमैन exercised his powers in the village, but headman enjoyed his office as long as he enjoyed the confidence of the village elders, means पंचायत मेंबर्स। मतलब वो जब तक विलेज एल्डर्स का कॉन्फिडेंस एंजॉय करते थे, उनके साथ रहता था, तब तक वो हेडमैन बने हुए रहते थे। लेकिन ये जो इवन द मुगल रूलर्स डिड नॉट इंटरफियर इन द एक्टिविटीज ऑफ द पंचायत, इवन दे डायरेक्टेड देयर ऑफिशियल्स not to interfere in the activities of the panchayats or jati panchayats. So, in villages, the village panchayats were a forms of government. So, the village panchayats themselves were the local governments. the British people compare these panchayats as local governments, and they say that these villages were more or less republics. These villages were little republics. These villages were little republics. Little republics. What is a republic? What is a republic? What is a republic? Elected member. So the state, so a state, yes, okay. So a state in which the highest executive is elected. यहां पर पंचायत में देखिए जो हेडमैन होते थे, दिस हेडमैन was chosen by the village elders. That means the headman was elected and he remained in power till he had the support of the elders. And who were the elders? The elders were respected and important persons of the villages. So the total process was like a democratic process. The highest executive of the village was headman, was elected. Then important persons were the members of the panchayat. In caste system also same thing was there. So it is compared with a republic. The village panchayat, the village administration was compared with a republic by the British. What do you find? The British Mughal rulers did not interfere in the activities of the village panchayats. The Mughal rulers even did not interfere in the activities of the village panchayats. That's why these village panchayats really were very, very powerful and very, very important. So ये एक सिस्टम हुआ. Now another very, very important part that I am telling you, please write down again. I tell you, we know two components. Men and women are the two components of human beings. Men and women are the two components of human beings. Please remember. What was the role of women in agricultural production? Women in agrarian society. Role of women in agrarian society. That means role of women in 16th and 17th centuries. Role of women in 16th and 17th centuries. Please write down. Women played. Please write down again. I tell you, women played an important role. Women played an important role in Indian agrarian society during this period. Women played a very important role in Indian agrarian society during this period. We find women played very, very important role. Please write down. Women belonging to the peasant families. Women belonging to the peasant families participated actively in agricultural produce. मैं इसको आपको पार्ट में बता रहा हूं. Women belonging to peasant families participated actively in agricultural produce and worked shoulder to shoulder with men. Worked shoulder to shoulder with men in the fields. In the fields. Hello? Hey Babu. So women belonging to the peasant families participated actively in agricultural produce. जो women peasant family से belong करते थे वो एग्रीकल्चरल एक्टिविटीज में एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट करते थे एंड वर्कड शोल्डर टू शोल्डर with their counterparts. You see, the work of tilling and plowing was performed by men. The work of tilling and plowing the fields. The work of tilling and plowing the fields was done by men. The women did the work of sowing. SOWING, सोइंग, बीज बुनने का काम, बीज बोती थी. द वुमेन पर्टिकुलरली डिड द वर्क ऑफ सोइंग, वीडिंग, वीडिसाइड आप जानते हैं ना, वीडिसाइड अनवांटेड प्लांट्स. सो द वुमेन वेर एंगेज्ड इन वीडिंग मीन्स रिमूविंग अनवांटेड प्लांट्स फ्रॉम द फील्ड्स. देन हार्वेस्टिंग. So the women particularly did the work of sowing, weeding and harvesting. They also helped in threshing and winnowing the harvest. They also helped in threshing and winnowing the harvest. Threshing and winnowing. विनोइंग आप लोग जानते होंगे, आप लोगों को किसी को विनोइंग थोड़ा बहुत पता भी होगा. विनो आप लोग देखे हैं? विनो देखे हैं? विनो WI, यस, जी, उसी को विनोइंग कहते हैं. जी. सो they also extended or they also helped in winnowing and threshing. We find the women really played very important role. These are the works of women belonging to the peasant families, whereas women belonging to the artisans family, or women who were from the artisans families were engaged in spinning yarn, coloring clay potteries, sifting and kneading clay for pottery, sifting, SIFTING. फिर से बता रहा हूं सुनिए. Women, those who were from the artisans family, they were engaged in spinning yarn, sifting and kneading clay for pottery. Sifting, यहां पर sifting स्पेलिंग देखिए, SIFTING. Sifting and kneading, KNEADING, kneading clay for pottery. Sifting and kneading clay for pottery, embroidery, 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 etc. So the women who were from the family of the artisans, they were engaged in spinning yarn, sifting and kneading clay for pottery, embroidery, etc. So we find the peasant and artisan women worked in the fields at the same time. The peasant and artisan women worked in the fields, then went to the houses of their employers, and went to markets to sell their products. मतलब ये पीजेंट और आर्टिसंस के फैमिली के वुमेन्स जो होते थे, ये खेतों में काम करते थे, उनके मास्टर्स के घर जाते थे, एम्प्लॉयर्स के, अगर कोई उनको सर्विस देते थे, और अपना सामान बेचने के लिए वो मार्केट भी जाते थे. Then we find now the women, please write down. ये बहुत ही important question है. Now women were considered an important resource in agrarian society, as they were child bearers. They were only the child bearers. Women were considered as an important resource in agrarian society because they were child bearers in a society dependent on labor. They were child bearers. They are child bearers. They are child bearers. And as agrarian society is labor oriented society, children were required. So women were considered important resource. Important resource. What do we find? We find it was that time they were considered very important resource because the mortality rate of women was very high. During that period, the mortality rates in some parts of our country were very high. Why this mortality rate high? Because of malnutrition. Because of बता रहे हैं. Because of malnutrition, then frequent pregnancies and death during childbirth. Malnutrition, frequent pregnancies and death during childbirth, and domestic violence also. Domestic violence. Often there was a shortage of wives. Often there were shortages of wives. There were shortages of wives. So what do you find? What do you find? In many castes, generally what we find, in many castes, there were acute shortages of brides. And that's why during the time of marriages in many castes, dowry was given to the bride's family, not the bridegroom's family. आप लोग ये सुनने में आश्चर्य होंगे, कुछ कास्टों में वुमेन्स की संख्या इतने कम होते थे कि ब्राइड के फैमिली को डाउरी दिया जाता था, ब्राइड ग्रूम्स के नहीं. हमारे सोसाइटी में क्या होता है, ब्राइड ग्रूम्स के परिवार डाउरी डिमांड करते हैं. जिसके भी बेटी हैं वो हमेशा सोचते हैं कि हमारा बेटी का शादी जब होगा हमारा डाउरी देना पड़ेगा. लेकिन कुछ ऐसे कास्ट होते थे जिसमें दुल्हन के परिवार को ही डाउरी दिया जाता था. मैं आपको बता दूं, मेरे धनबाद में एक कॉलीग था, उसका जब शादी हुआ था तो उसने कहा कि हमने 90,000 रुपया हमारे ससुराल में दिया. वो लड़का था, वो लड़का बोला कि हम 90,000 दिए. बोला हाँ, बोला हमारे समाज में ऐसा ही नियम है, दुल्हन के परिवार को ही हम लोग डाउरी देते हैं, हम लोग डाउरी लेते नहीं हैं. और ये झारखंड का ही एक परिवार था. ये हाल फिलहाल में भी देखे हैं. ये आप लोग कभी सुने हैं कि दुल्हन के परिवार को डाउरी दिया जाता है? सुने? कहां सुने बोलिए? Actually, in Hindu caste also it is there. Among the Hindus also some castes are there. This practice is there. मैंने जिसके बारे में कहा वो एक गोप फैमिली का है, गोप, और सीकेपी साइड का था. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. But there were some restrictions for women. There were some restrictions for women. What were the restrictions? Actually, we know we have the biological processes and we cannot stop our biological processes. During the time of menstruation, women were not allowed to touch the plow और द पॉटर्स व्हील इन वेस्टर्न इंडिया। मेंस्ट्रुएशन के पीरियड में कोई भी महिला, नेचुरल प्रोसेस है, बायोलॉजिकल प्रोसेस है, तो उस पीरियड में कोई भी महिला वेस्टर्न इंडिया में प्लाव को नहीं छूती थी या पॉटर्स व्हील को नहीं छूते थे। एंड इन बंगाल दे वर नॉट अलाउड टू एंटर द ग्रुप्स वेयर बीटल लीव्स वेर ग्रोन। और बंगाल में जहां पर पान का बुरुज होता है, पान समझते हैं ना, पान का बुरुज, मेदिनीपुर वगैरह में पान होता है। पान आप लोग देखे हैं जी, खाए हैं कोई? हेलो, हाँ, तो पान, जिसमें जो पान का जो खेती होता है, पान का खेती गजब होता है। एक बार हम देखे हैं बाघुड़ा में, एकदम ढका हुआ रहता है, धूप वूप ज्यादा नहीं आता है। और उसमें उस हालत में, उस पीरियड में कोई वुमेन अंदर नहीं जाती थी। हम लोग भी देखते हैं उस पीरियड में हमारे महिला मंदिर पूजा करने नहीं जाती हैं। तो ये एक नेचुरल प्रोसेस है। तो ये कुछ रेस्ट्रिक्शंस था। एंड वुमेन वेर केप्ट अंडर स्ट्रिक्ट कंट्रोल। Women were kept under strict control during this period, and if they were suspected, they were inflicted rigorous punishment, draconian punishment. Draconian means rigorous. अगर उनके ऊपर डाउट होता था, ड्रैकोनियन पनिशमेंट उनको दिया जाता था। What we find there were actually, we have the evidence that many women sent their petitions to the panchayat against torture on them as they were tortured. In Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, a number of petitions were sent by women to the village panchayat seeking justice and redress. We find wives protested against the torture on them or neglect on them, or actually they protested against torture on them. In many cases we find women inherited properties. Women had the right to inherit property. In many cases women had the right to inherit property. In Punjab, in Gujarat, we find many women held properties on a larger scale. In both Hindu and Muslim families, we find women zamindars were there. In Hindu and Muslim families, women also inherited zamindaris from their parents. Women inherited zamindaris from their parents in Punjab and northwestern part of our country. Even in 17th and 18th centuries, there were many women zamindars. Even women nawabs were also there. आप लोग कोई women nawab का नाम बता सकते हैं? Can you tell me name of any women nawab? Hello. So we find Sultan Shahjahan Begum and Sultan Jehan Begum of Bhopal. They were the Begums of Bhopal. Shahjahan, हजरत बेगम जो थी, हजरत बेगम एक्चुअली उनका केस थोड़ा दूसरा था। वाजिद अली शाह को जब कलकत्ता भेज दिया गया, तब हजरत बेगम बोले हम हमारा स्टेट को नहीं देंगे, लेकिन वो अपने बेटा के नाम पर शासन कर रहे थे। वो भी एक एग्जांपल है, हजरत बेगम। हाँ, राजिया वो तो रूलर ही थी, वो तो शी वाज ए रूलर। और मतलब ये लोग प्रॉपर्टी इनहेरिट करते थे। हमारे उदाहरण है, बहुत सारे वुमेन जमींदार थे। तो मैं आपको एक बार ब्रीफिंग कर दे रहा हूं। वुमेन प्लेड ए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन अग्रेरियन सोसाइटी. Women belonging to peasant families participated in agricultural produce, worked shoulder to shoulder with men in the fields. We find tilling and plowing were done by men, whereas the women did the work of sowing, weeding, harvesting, etc. They were also engaged in threshing and winnowing the harvest. We find some in the families of the artisans. Women were engaged in spinning yarn, sifting and kneading clay for pottery, embroidery, etc. Women actually worked in fields, went to the houses of their employers and went to the markets also in order to sell their production. Women were considered an important resource as because they were childbearers in a society dependent on labor. So they were childbearers. We find the mortality rate of women during this time was very high because of malnutrition, frequent pregnancies, and death during the childbirth. And we find the number of women in some caste was very less. But we find the women possess the right to inherit properties. There are examples of many women zamindars, even women nawabs were also there. But there were some restrictions on women. During the period of their menstruation, they were not allowed to enter in the groups of betel in Bengal, or they were not allowed to touch plough or potter's wheel. This is a question of this question you see. Describe the role played by women in agricultural production. The question is, describe the role played by women in agricultural production. है ना, ये क्वेश्चन है आपका, ठीक है. देखिए, हेलो, अभी कल परसों दो एक तो क्वेश्चन दिए थे. मौसमी जो है उसका क्वेश्चन का आंसर लिखिए और उसमें मुझे वो व्हाट्सएप कर दी थी. हम पढ़े, बहुत अच्छा लिखिए. 3-4 तो क्वेश्चन दिए थे ना. हाँ तो दिए थे. वो क्वेश्चन का आंसर लिख करके मुझे व्हाट्सएप कर दी थी. हमने पढ़ा उसका आंसर. बहुत अच्छा लिखिए. आप लोग लिखिएगा, सारे क्वेश्चन के आंसर लिख के रखिएगा. जैसे ही स्कूल खुलेगा हम लोग का क्वेश्चन आंसर चेक कर देंगे और जो भी थोड़ा बहुत क्वेश्चन आंसर लिखाना है वो भी लिखाएंगे. क्योंकि ये चैप्टर आप लोग देखो बाबू, फिर आप लोग को बता दे रहे हैं. मीटिंग खत्म होने वाला है क्योंकि समय खत्म होते जा रहा है. ये क्वेश्चन में, ये चैप्टर में कास्ट सिस्टम, पंचायत